F-H-O, F-H-O, F-H, Excel in your radio. F-H-O, F-H-O, F-H, Excel on your radio. F-H-O, F-H-O, F-H, Excel in your radio. F-H-O, F-H-O, Excel on your radio. Big Cell in your radio, best podcast show since the Misfits couldn't carry on. But I'ma carry on and get the party cracking. The homegirl 7 carats known for text blasting. Get you on the rock if you want action. 800 plus, it's the known fashion. Keep her back up, playing custom wheels cracking. Big Cell can keep it real. What a passion. All gas, no break, in and out of traffic. You see your brother on a hole, respect the passions. Whether they outlaws or outcasts. Big Cell's top 5 when you in traffic. Roger Rod, mind your business, stay in your own lane. Respect others in the sector game. Spread black love the old-fashioned way. You miss the West with the South, this a master pass. F-H-O, F-H-O, F-H, Excel in your radio. F-H-O, F-H-O, F-H, Excel on your radio. F-H-O, F-H-O, F-H, Excel in your radio. F-H-O, F-H-O, F-H, Excel on your radio.
Again, appreciate y'all, man. I love you guys. Thank you for the calls. Thank you for the donations. Don't forget, man, support the channel, support the platform. I need you. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. And again, man, I love you guys. Don't forget the 5 things I'm gonna leave you with. Ride your own ride, stay in your own lane, mind your business, have enough love in yourself to have some love for me. We're gonna ride for love and love to ride, man. We gone, man.
F-H-O, F-H-O, F-H, Excel in your radio. F-H-O, F-H-O, F-H, Excel on your radio. F-H-O, F-H-O, F-H, Excel in your radio. F-H-O, F-H-O, F-H, Excel on your radio. F-H-O, F-H-O, F-H, Excel in your radio. F-H-O, F-H-O, F-H, Excel on your radio. F-H-O, F-H-O, F-H, Excel in your radio. F-H-O, F-H-O, F-H, Excel on your radio.
What's up, Big Cell? This is your boy Passionate from Enlightened Ministry Bible Church from Los Angeles, California. When we're not riding, we listen to FHO Podcast Radio.
Say, man, good afternoon, good morning on the West Coast. Y'all just now waking up. It's 9 o'clock. Cell, God damn, nigga, what y'all doing all damn day? Nothing. You understand me? As y'all can see, man, I got the ladies, I got the heifers on today, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna call them because they riding their motorcycle and I'm mad about it. So it is what it is. You understand me? But today, man, I just wanted to just do a show, man, and honor and just show these females some love because they are doing some extraordinary things. When I tell you they riding their motorcycle, we ain't talking about no punk ass going to the store, going on no local bike night shit. These heifers is riding their motorcycle. They crossing state lines, they getting yonder and they out there in the elements. Cause I know this last weekend, boy, I know they should have got their ass beat up with that rain and all the rest of that shit. Cause I looked outside and said, yeah, I'm just not gonna be able to do it, player. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting to the point now where I'm getting bougie with my ride. You know what I'm saying? So to see them out there doing it, I'm like, shit, they can have it out there. I'm just trying to tell you. I'm getting bougie. I don't owe you. Listen, I rode half you. I done did more miles backing up to the curb than most of you niggas done did going forward. So I'm done. You understand me? Yeah. So yeah, I'm saying. So it feel good to watch somebody else out there getting it in. But I'm just telling you, men, something, man. Y'all letting these women get out there. They showing out. It was one more woman, the lady that I want to get on today. She said, I got another trip. I'm out riding again. I said, okay, well, so that's why I titled this one, man. Ladies, sit y'all asses down somewhere, man, and respect this. I'm not riding my motorcycle because there's COVID shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all acting like y'all done been given some kind of government secret virus or something, antivirus or something that y'all can ride y'all motorcycle. So It is what it is, man. Today we're gonna talk to these ladies, man. We're gonna have a good time, and as always, man, make sure you support the channel, show the channel some love, man. Your donations are important, not just needed, but they're important in order to keep the channel going and keep the channel growing. So don't forget you can donate via Cash App, $FHOHNIC, via PayPal to fastharleysonly@gmail.com. We're gonna get this thing cracking. We'll be right back, man.
Yo, testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Gray Egg Street in the building. I'm riding with my homie Big Sale. FHO Radio, the podcast with the FHO NIC. Big Sale, Lil Debo, aka the Brown Eminem, coast to coast. On the mics. Fast Harleys only. Get with it.
All right, so we back, ladies and gentlemen. The title of this show is called Ladies Sit Y'all Asses Down, man. So I got two females on here, Doc J and Miss, I'm gonna call her Jay Shaw. I like that, Jay Shaw. That's that's the name I gave you. Jay Shaw. You understand me? That's that's what it is, man. Miss Jay Shaw and Miss Doc J on here. First off, ladies, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is. And welcome to the FHO podcast show. Glad to have you ladies on.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So it is what it is, man. Y'all know we're gonna have a good time, man, and just really ask you guys some questions. Number one question, I'm gonna call you out. Juanita, why won't you sit your ass down, Miss J? Why you ain't sitting your ass down?
All my life I had to fight. No.
That's the good one.
No, I've waited so long to ride in my life that I've got the opportunity. I'm riding.
Yeah.
And I want to see this country. I was given a pass. They said we could ride our bikes. I ride my bike.
Wow. Miss Doc J, ladies and gentlemen, from Phoenix, Arizona. Remind you, my girl Jay Shaw, she from St. Louis, Missouri, in the building. Doc J from Phoenix, Arizona, building.
Yeah.
Doc J, what is it for you, man? Why are you not sitting your ass down?
I got to keep moving. You know how I do it. But what's interesting that a lot of people don't know, and I was really thinking about that when I was on the road. And it's funny that you asked me that question. A lot of people don't know I was real bad in my younger days. I know I still look young, but in my younger days, I was real bad, and I locked up and did a lot of time that people not aware of. So riding for me is really freedom. I know a lot of people is always talking about, they ride for therapy. For me, it's not about therapy. It's like, because I lost so many of my younger years, like I didn't do prom and all that. I was in prison. I was locked up. So for me, I'm just now being able to see the world. So for me, it's just being free and being able to live life and get back a lot of those years that I left, or a lot of years that I actually lost behind them walls. So when I ride, I'm just seeing the world from a different point of view. I'm able to see things that I can't see in my car. So that's really why I set the goal to really ride and do the state, just so that I can enjoy that freedom.
Okay. Miss Shaw, let's talk about your trip. You just did over 2,000 miles, 2,300, whatever it is. And then she played it off on her little Facebook page. Just a little 2,200 a mile, right? You know what I'm saying? She gonna pop it like that. Yeah, just a little something, just a little weekend out and about the excursion. So where did you go and what did you do?
There's a young lady named Storm here in St. Louis. She's the president of the Unbreakable Queens Motorcycle Club, and she had been wanting to get on the road with me since I moved back home. And I said, let's go and do the new Bessie Saddle Sore IBA patch together. And so we rode down to Little Rock, Arkansas, and that's where we started. And we just went from there. We hit all those states, hit all the civil rights historical sites that we had to see. And then other states on the way home were just bonus. Brand new states, those mountains, and a lot of sisterhood. And
I mean, but what did you see? I mean, this is a time where the economy in the world is on some weird shit. So was anything different on this trip? Because like I say, stuff is closed down, restaurants are, not opening,
we had
hotels. How were how was all of that?
hotels, they were open. Many were open. We didn't have that problem. We used some of the hotels that were already used by different organizations, motorcycle organizations, to stay over in those when we got to those locations. So gas stations were open. There was a lot of, sanitizer, disinfectants, and all that kind of stuff everywhere. So whatever we needed, even at the pumps, which was surprising, they had gloves at the pumps. They had hand sanitizer at the pumps. So all those different, even though we had our own, they were accessible to us as well. So it was a good ride. People waving and some people glad to see us out. But we didn't have any problems at all.
So you guys went from St. Louis to Arkansas, and then y'all just took off and just did a whirlwind from there.
From Arkansas to Tennessee, had to go through Mississippi to get to Alabama, 3 places in Alabama, from Alabama to Georgia, from Georgia to South Carolina to North Carolina to Virginia, West Virginia, Kentucky, Indiana, Illinois, and back to Missouri.
Okay. Doc J, for you, I know you're on a whole different mission. If you guys don't know Doc J, man, she started off a brand. What you 3 years in the game now, Doc, or 2? Is it 2 yet or 3? Is it 3?
It's 3 years now.
Okay, yeah. So you're both 3 years. Okay, so but Doc, I know when she set out on her riding thing, she faced a lot of challenges as far as being a new rider, the whole 9 yards. But Doc, you have not set your ass down and you have not let anything stop you. And my question to you is that for you having this big goal, and I'm gonna let you explain the goal that you have, but for you having this big goal, especially right now during where we are right now in this weird time, how much more is it important, or is it more? Is it a different mission now than then, or what?
No, in reference to this COVID-19 or whatever people are calling it, that doesn't affect me. It doesn't bother me. I just live my life. I've been a loner anyway, so I stay out of people's face and out of crowds anyway. So it's nothing new to me. I still move the way I've been moving. When I did my trip this weekend, I didn't have any issues. All the hotels that I chose were open. They actually even had hot tubs and pools open full of bleach. So, I take advantage of the hot tub. I don't eat when I'm on the road. There was one place that actually was open for breakfast, and I did eat there. So I didn't have any issues there in reference to that. And like I said, I'm going to keep living my life and keep riding and doing everything that I do. The only thing I'm scared of is bed bugs in the hotels. Outside of that, outside of that, COVID-19 don't mess with me. I'm a bougie biker, so I got to find, the decent hotels because I don't do bed bugs.
All right, well, talk about your mission. Talk about what you've been doing, like Doc. What is your whole mission?
Well, me and you have talked a lot way back in the day when I first started. So I've always wanted to do the 48 states basically on my motorcycle. So I started with collecting my states back in 2017 when I went to Kings of the South, and I knocked out my first 17 there. So ever since then, I've just been trying to get states where I can. I'm not in a rush. I'm not doing it in so many days or within a year. My goal is, though, to try to get it done by the end of this year, but it just really depends on a lot of elements. I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I work, I travel back and forth between Arizona and California for work. So just trying to find a time to, knock out those states. And again, for me, doing the states is just because I want to see the world, on my bike, things that I missed.
Okay. Miss Shaw, for you, Miss J. Shaw, for y'all just tuning in, Miss J. Shaw.
I like that, J. Shaw. That's what they're calling you, J. Shaw.
Yeah, J. Shaw, man. So for you, Miss Shaw, what's been your drive, or what's been your mission?
Well, I waited, like I said, I turned a certain age and my kids were adults, and I said, this is my time. And I went and bought a bike 3 years ago. And I wanted to do the 48 states. You know, I want to see the country. I always did road trips with my dad as a little girl. And so it's like, okay, now I can do what my brother used to do. My brother used to ride, and he took me on some rides. So now I can see the country on a motorcycle. And I've just been trying to knock them out. I have 30 down now. I'm hoping to get the rest of them completed this year.
Good job. Congratulations.
Thank you, sister. This pandemic has stopped a ride that me and another friend were supposed to go on June 1st. And so hopefully we'll get to, go to Alaska next year. But I just enjoy seeing the states. I'm just amazed. Those mountains that I saw and going through those forests and stuff in Virginia were amazing.
Hey, Virginia, not to cut you off, but Virginia to me is the most beautiful scenery out there, man. When you on that, what is that? What is that? 71? What is that? 71? I think that's 71 or 77. Man, listen, if you've never rode your motorcycle, man, you need to head towards Virginia and get on 77. Yes. It is absolutely beautiful, man. I mean, to me, it's the most beautiful scenery out there that you can witness on a motorcycle. But it's just beautiful. But so for you, Ms. Shaw, your goal is to get to 48. You say you're 30 down now, and your goal is you're going to try to get the other 18 this year, or what do you?
I'm gonna get it. I'm getting my tires changed at the end of this week, and I'm back out there next weekend.
Okay. For you, Doc, how is it important? How important is it for a female to be represented out here in the bike world, and for you to be doing what you're doing as far as knocking down the miles? Does it even matter that it's a female or male thing? Does it even matter?
For me, it doesn't matter whether you're a female or male. Right now, it is a lot of us females, honestly, that's probably putting in more work, more miles than a lot of men. So in that reference, that's awesome, just because a lot of people don't expect us as women to ride the way that we ride. But it shouldn't matter if you male or female. If you have a motorcycle, if you're a part of the motorcycle set, whether you're in a club or independent and you go around the set, you should be riding your motorcycle. So for me, it's just real important as a woman around the set to represent on ground and not on my back. You know what I mean? So when people think about Most Wanted, Jay Shaw, or Doc J, they look at us as riders. They don't look at us as set groupies, social club hoes, or whatever you want to call it. So in that aspect, it's important to be known as somebody that's riding my bike.
That's right.
And putting in miles.
For you, Ms. Shaw, does it give you a sense of like some type of superhero powers to be out there and to know that you're doing stuff that hasn't too much been documented? Because like I said, we know Bessie Stringfield did it, but there hasn't been too many females out there that's been documented as being true yonder getters and ground pounders as the up and coming ladies have been now. Is that important to you?
It hasn't been documented on paper, but these women are being seen. There's some heavy hitters out there, and if it wasn't for them, it wouldn't be me in behind them. I look at how they've been achieving different things, and I go after those same type of things. I talk to them, and I talk to them about the different things that I want to achieve, and it makes me feel good that they're right there for me. I'll talk to Doc J. She's experienced things that I haven't, being that she's on the West Coast, and the different avenues that she's gone about getting different things in her ride. We share those different things. So it's important that people know that we're out there and we're doing it. I think so.
Exactly. And Sal, let me respond to that too, that you just brought up to Jay Shaw. And that's so correct. I want to give a shout out to Portia Taylor and Secret, the cross country rider, because for me, when I first started really learning how to ride and going through different issues that I went through, the women that I saw on Facebook were Portia Taylor and Secret, the cross-country rider. All of these other women that I'm being introduced now, I don't know, maybe I wasn't friends with them or what. I didn't see any of them riding and doing the things that I actually saw Portia and Secret doing. And watching them do things, especially Secret, is where I even got the idea that it was possible to attempt riding across states or trying to do 48 states, watching her and Portia. So like, you know, Ms. Shaw was saying is that because of different women, a lot of women are not into social media or they're not documenting and doing all of that, but they are riding and doing way more than a little bit of stuff that me and Jay Shaw is doing. We're both new riders, so we haven't even accomplished a portion of what a lot of these women have done. So I don't want anybody to ever get it twisted or think that there's not many more women out here doing these things, and all of these women inspire us to attempt to do a lot of the things that we're doing. And like I said, Portia Taylor and Cross Country were the main two that did a lot of this way back in the days for a lot of us new riders that you see now on social media.
And
I mean, social media has played a big role. Social media has played a big role, even to all my OGs like Hero and Boss Mike and all them cats that did that did all of the trips coming back and forth, riding to the roundups for over 30, 40 years ago and stuff like that. So the social media has played a big part. But for me, ladies, let me tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why it's important. I'm gonna tell you why I love it. It's important to me to see ladies out there riding their motorcycle and handling these bikes, because a lot of times, a lot of people do it just for show. They do it to be popular. They do it to be, to be just a part of the crowd. But to actually get out there and see women who love motorcycling, and me personally, I'm enamored by anybody that loves motorcycling. If you love motorcycling, that's my shit. Let's motorcycle. So, but to see the ladies out there by themselves, we ain't talking about escorted with no group of guys or no husband. We ain't talking about no husband and wife team, even though that's possible. But I'm just saying, we're talking about, how dare you to think you can go in your garage and get on your motorcycle and just go cross state lines and get out there and just be out there by yourself without, because it's just being out there. It's just so much. And people got their own perception of the danger, the fears, and, why women shouldn't be doing in the whole 9 yards. But to watch you guys get out there, man, and to watch you, Miss Shaw, to watch you, Doc, and my other girl I was trying to get on, to watch y'all just, y'all out there. And that shit is amazing to me, man. And I love it. And I love to see it. And again, to all the females before you guys, and there's so many more I would love to interview and get on camera too. But to see you guys get out there and do it. And then, Doc, I know your schedule. I know you got a whole household, I'm going to say it like this. You got a whole nigga at home. Man, you got, and then two more of him. Then two more of them crumb snatchers. Then you got 2 jobs you holding down. And then, like I said, Miss Shaw, with you being, the school teacher and everything you got, man, listen, man, it's amazing. You ladies do not ever downplay it, that you guys are amazing. You guys are wonderful. And you guys are doing things, like I said, by yourself. Man, that got to be, within itself, that got to be something like what the fuck? Like you just gonna get on your motorcycle, Doc, and you just gonna go from you just gonna get on, leave Phoenix, Arizona, and go clear across to Florida. Who you think you is? You know what I'm saying? So I mean, so it's definitely amazing, man. So Miss Jay Shaw, for you, when you're out there, hold all calls, y'all. Hold all calls. I ain't ready for the calls yet. For you, Miss Shaw, when you're out there, what is it that has amazed you from being out there? What have you seen something yet, or have you been a part of something that was just amazing for you?
I mean, it's just so much that's amazing for me, as far as like, I'm a geography and history teacher. So I take pictures of landforms and my maps, because I love reading maps. I mean, I really love reading maps. So I take all this and I incorporated it with my students. Even with school being out, I have a special Instagram page for them, and I take everything that I get and I put it on that Instagram page for my students so that they can see what's going on. And it also empowers my young female students to see what they can do as well. But just seeing the different, like some of the historical things I saw this weekend, some of them I've seen before, quite a few of them, but some of them I hadn't seen, not yet. And to get it while I'm riding to be introduced to some new parts of the country, that's all just good for me. Learning the different highways. I love new highway. There's some highways, okay, I can say, yeah, this is boring because I've gone up and down, up and down. But to be able to read a map and to find a new highway and a new way of going around the country to see new things, that's exciting for me.
Wow.
My girl, Lil Tigger, she told me, don't, if I can find new ways of doing things, go on and do them. And that's what I've been doing. So, she encourages me, sometimes I'm real humble and laid back, to not be so laid back and go on and do something if I feel it in my heart to do it. And so that's what I've been doing.
Doc, for you, what's been amazing for you on your journey? What's been one of the most amazing things for you?
For me, the most amazing thing is knowing that I can get on that bike and actually ride, like Juanita said, for her, sometimes it's just getting out there. And I know she's been blessed to go out there and do some rides with different people, but for me, unfortunately, going cross country and doing the States, I'm always solo. So for me, it's just amazing to know that I have the courage, I have no fear, and that I'm able to hop on that bike and go from here to Florida or whatever without any fear or without having to ask or wait for anyone. And then, when I'm out there riding and just seeing the world, it just amazes me that I can hold that bike up. Like yesterday when I was coming home, and if you've been to Arizona and you've ridden through Payson, Arizona, the mountains, my challenge with curves. And I was just so impressed yesterday that I was smashing through the curves, leaning, and I was just getting so much better with my curves. And I passed a group of dudes, and I checked, I had to make sure they didn't have on no cuts, because you ain't supposed to be passing certain clubs. So I saw they didn't have on no cuts, and I just smashed on them, and I'm looking like they trying to catch me, and they couldn't. And it's just really twisties. And usually I'm always like scared. And, I used to slow down in the curves, and, my husband would say, babe, downshift and then speed, give it a little throttle. Don't, hit your brakes so much. So when I'm out there riding, I don't just ride, I'm trying to practice technique, so for me, it just amazes me when I look back of where I started, and the shit people used to try to clown me, I'm a new booty, I can't ride, and, different stuff like that. So now when I'm out here riding and working on technique, I'm just amazed that I ride as good as I do. And that's not to boast or nothing like that. It's just that every time I get on my bike, it's not just about seeing the world for me. It's about technique, because I'm a firm believer that anybody can ride a motorcycle going straight. But all of the techniques and, the skill to avoid trying to go down, avoid, accidents and stopping and braking and slow maneuvering, and things like that. Like California is the only state that I'm aware of where you can white line and, ride in between cars. Everywhere else, you can't do that. So I'm always trying to practice, like when I am in traffic, bumper to bumper, to be able to slow roll without my feet touching the ground. So it's just little things like that that just truly amaze me, that I used to could not do, but now I can do. And because of that, I have no fear when I go out on that road, no matter where I'm at.
So Doc J, y'all, so let me tell y'all a little bit about Doc J. So you talk about, yeah, I'm finna go.
Oh, Lord, there you go.
So listen. So Doc J has gone from not being able to make a U-turn to busting U-turns in Minnesota. Yeah, I'm talking about.
Exactly. You know what? But you know what's so funny? Since you brought that up, I gotta tell you this, because the other thing that people gotta realize, man, it's really not easy out there. Every time we get on that bike, we risk really dying. So you really gotta do this from your heart. And it's funny that you said that, because my husband had just got on me and told me this Saturday, I can't ride my bike nowhere. I got to go in the parking lot and practice my U-turns, because on my ride home, today is Tuesday, Monday, actually, when I was riding, I had to bust a U-turn. And, it had like a little island in the middle of the thing. And I went to bust the U-turn, and my turns was too wide. So to avoid hitting the island, I went into oncoming traffic and almost got hit because I went in the exactly and it was nighttime, which I love to ride at night. And what saved me is my husband had put some new LED lights on my bike that's hella bright. And my lights was so bright that the car swerved because he couldn't see. And he swerved and I kind of swerved. I didn't go down, but I'm like, oh shit, what did I do? And I hurried up and turned, you know, to get to the side of the road. He got out of the car. He like, are you okay? What the hell was you doing? You know, a country white boy. And I'm like, my bad, my U-turn sucked. And we laughed. And
so that's what I'm saying. So look how amazing that is.
He laughed and said, thank goodness for your lights. But I was shooken up. And when I called my husband, because he's watching me on Glimpse, and I called him, he like, what the hell was you doing? Like, and I told him, and Big Sight cussed me out, and he was like, I can't go nowhere else until I get back in the parking lot and work on them U-turns. Because really, we sitting here laughing and talking, but I could have been gone for not perfect. And I never take it serious. Like, my husband is always getting on me about the U-turns and my turns being too wide. And I tell him, shit, I just turn. Ain't nobody trying to turn perfect. And he always say that shit gonna get you killed. You need to turn in your lane and you need to work on them U-turns. And I just brush them off. But now that happened, I'm like, yeah, this weekend I'm gonna be in the parking lot.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, not to cut you off, but what I'm saying is, how is it that a woman that can't make a U-turn can ride her ass 48 states across the United States, but can't make a damn U-turn? That's what I'm telling you. That's the part.
No, I can make a U-turn. I just probably can't make it like you. Like, my shit is horrible, but I know how to make a U-turn.
I'm the same way.
You know, I just go kind of slow. Like, I'm an old lady. When it comes to U-turn, I'm like walking it like how they taught you in class. Like one.
Yeah, you do it. You taking it in sections. You taking it in sections.
That's it. I take it in sections. I can't just bust it hella fast like Sight do. And he always tell me that's gonna get me killed. I need to practice.
So, Miss Shaw, for you, what are some of your difficulties when you're out there on
that U-turn? That U-turn are a real sharp right.
Yes.
So I'm left-handed. I'm so dominant left-handed. I can do everything left. But when it comes to like going in the curve to the right, I gotta slow down. You know, but I mean, I was so much open road, you know, I was having fun in the curves. I was really doing good. I was like, all right, I'm keeping my speed up in the curves. But let me get in the city and have to do a sharp right. Oh, I'm going wide right.
Yeah.
Wow.
I hope there's no cars coming, you know. So
I hope we're gonna pay some of these bills, man, and we're gonna be right back. Ladies, Doc J Shaw in the building, man, with your boy Big Cell FHOH, and I see we talking about these women, man. We talking about they out there showing their ass, man. Won't sit their ass down, won't stay off their motorcycle. You feel what I'm saying? They act like they just live at state signs. So we'll be right back, man. We're gonna pay some of these commercials. And then I got another special announcement for y'all, man. So stay tuned, man.
You know summer is coming. Summer is coming. Time to start trimming down. The IASO Detox Tea is all you need to start on your way to that karate body and a healthy you. The IASO Detox Tea comes in a kit that does it all. From boosting energy to all your vitamins, with a smooth and gentle detox. Easy and simple to use. Drink 1 bottle of tea in the morning, along with the NRG Energy Tablet and iShot Nutra Burst for all of your essential vitamins for just 5 days a week. You don't have to change your eating habits or get your ass to the gym. IASO Detox Tea. Grab yours today at FastHarleysOnly.com. At FastHarleysOnly.com.
Say, man, you're sitting at home, you're gaining all that weight. Mess with your boy, man. Y'all see me slimming down. I'm working on that karate body. I'm fuck around, get my tooth in next month. It's over with. I'm a whole, you know what I'm talking about? I'm a whole brand new, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hell to pay around here, man. I'm gonna be slim with all my teethuses. Shit, the ISO T, man. It's the easiest thing to do, man, while you sit at home. The detox, you lose your weight, give it a try. It works for me, and it may work for you, man, for sure.
Select Luxury Cars, proud sponsor of the FHO Podcast live show. The most diverse luxury vehicle selection in the greater Atlanta area. The highest quality customer service and unmatched nationwide pricing. Contact Mike Goodall at 678-855-2292 to schedule your appointment today. Select Luxury Cars, trusted family dealer since 1994.
Say, man, y'all know my man Mike Goodall is the man. I don't know if y'all seen that new thing I got, that new big old 2020 3500. That's my man Mike did that for me. Made it all happen, man, that I can get into that brand new truck. Even if you don't buy from him, that's the good thing about Mike, man. No matter where you live at in the world, you give him a call. He'll help you negotiate your deal, tell you if it's a good deal, bad deal, what to ask for, what to tell him to keep, the whole 9 yards. So hit him up, Select Luxury Cars, 678-855-2292. Ask for Mike, tell him FHO sent you. And speaking of FHO, here we go, baby.
FHO Towing, your premier luxury motorcycle towing company, specializing in all motorcycles, ATVs, trikes, and cycle-related vehicles. FHO Towing is bonded, licensed, and insured. Why tow with the rest when you can be towed by the best? Contact FHO Towing at 404-423-8183 or 404-593-9695. Can't get it to the shop? We also pick up by appointment. Don't forget, we know how to take care of your ride because we ride. Follow us at FHOtowing.com, Instagram, FHO_towing, Facebook, FHO Towing.
Say, man, the FHO Towing is in full effect, man. If you're in Georgia, Alabama, if we can work it out, man. I'll come get you, man. I'm there for you, man. Ain't no need to come off the road. If you're over the road trucker, man, call me. Leave the keys. I get you to the shop, get you back home, the whole 9 yards. If you're at work and can't make the appointment, hit me up. I got you, man. There ain't no issues with that. If you just need to go somewhere. Now, right now, I'm with the Hog Association, waiting to get on with AAA. But I got a trick for you for AAA. If you got AAA, you need to be told, hit me up. I'll tell you what to do. We're going to work around that. It is what it is. So, anyway, FHO Towing is a brand new venture for us here at FHO. So, hit me up, man. Licensed, bonded, and insured. I ain't playing no games, man.
Montana Cigar Company sells premium cigars and accessories. Located in Union City, Georgia at 4641 Flat Shoals Road, Suite C, Union City, Georgia 30291. Montana Cigar Company offers a smooth, laid-back, serene, mature adult environment for cigar aficionados. Discounts for all the first responders, military, teachers, and nurses. Come enjoy your favorite games and boxing matches on our big screen TVs. We also have a poker table where you can come and try your luck.
Say, man, my man Al over there at Montana Cigars, man, they still smoking, man. They still smoking. They still got the premium brand for you, man. So hit them up. Make sure you check them out, man. Now, I got a real sad announcement.
Oh, no.
Yeah, this is going to hurt right here, man. Yeah, it's a sad one. This is sad. Trust me. Let me get this.
Oh, Lord.
Real sad announcement, y'all. So anyway, I want y'all to sit down and be all right with this one because it is what it is.
Get ready for the United Bikers Jamboree, June 24th through the 28th.
It has been canceled, ladies and gentlemen.
What?
The United Bikers has been canceled. The Tampa Jamboree has been canceled.
Yeah. Oh, wow. And me and Mike was going. Oh, my God. I know.
Yeah. I just got the call today. The commissioner and the mayor's with it. It's an issue right now. They're fighting between the political leaders. The mayor is with it, the commissioner. And right now, man, it's just a lot of heat on all these public figures, man, to make the right choice, man. So they had to cancel it. And they're going to it's not another one later on this year. They're just going to cancel it and try to come hard for next year. And it's sad, like I said, for me, because I know me and all my entire FHO family was going. So it is what it is. I wanted to make that announcement. So the Biker Jamboree, the Tampa Jamboree has been canceled. And the new dates will be posted right here on FHO. But as of right now, for all of my people who are planning on going to Tampa, the Jamboree has been canceled, man. So that's real sad, real fucked up for me. But don't forget, we still got Sturgis, y'all. We got Sturgis in the building August 5th through the 10th. We still got we got a master suite. We got one private bedroom and three twin beds for that. So that's August 5th through the 10th. Like I said, it just is. That's why it's so amazing what you ladies are doing. And that's why I'm trying to tell you that's why I had to get you on here this morning, man, because it's just amazing to see you guys are still free spirited and still out there putting it down. But wanted to make that announcement, ladies and gentlemen. If you booked your room for United Bikers Jamboree, call, get everything done. There wasn't no deposits needed, so we'll call and cancel your reservations. Because it has been canceled today. It was official today. So I was waiting to get the commissioner. I was supposed to get the commissioner on an interview, and when I called to set it up today, that's when he just told me, "Hey, man, we're gonna go on and shut it down." So it is what it is, man. But that's what that is. So we back. If you're just now tuning in, let's get it, man.
Yo, testing 1 2, testing 1 2.
That's how I got that heat. Let's go.
Grade A Street in the building. I'm riding with my homie Big Sale. FHO Radio, the podcast with the FHO NIC. Big Sale, Lil Debo, aka the Brown Eminem, coast to coast. On the mics. Fast Harleys only. Get with it.
Yo, man, it's your boy Big Sarge from Florida Chapter Soul Brothers, man. Y'all know how I get down. I'm always listening to my man Big Sale from FHO Podcast Radio. He keep it motorcycling.
What up, y'all? This Big Punch from the motherfucking candy shop. We chilling over here with Big Sale, man, the FHO NIC KEMMY, man. You know what I mean? All them alphabets, man. About to get all that shit going. Holla.
All right, man. So we back, and I got two of the baddest ladies to ever ride a motherfucking motorcycle, man, doing their thing. They just got back from worldwide tour. I'm gonna do it like Miss J. Shaw told me. Oh, so that wasn't nothing but a couple of thousand. We just knocked that little shit out of me and my own girl. So that's how they put it, you know. That's how. And then Doc J like, oh, I'm just out here selling. I'm just trying to fit it. You know, they just bopping around the goddamn United States on a motorcycle like it's just a thing to do. You know, they need to sit their asses down somewhere, man. And let us men take back over this. This our shit, goddammit. This ain't y'all shit. Yeah, this our shit. This ain't. I don't know who y'all think y'all is right here. And we listen. And I'm gonna say this on camera. No disrespect to none of you, but we ain't talking about no big fat wildebeest. We talking about some decent, fine, and upstanding young men. You know what I'm talking about? Doing their thing out there on these motorcycles. So it is what it is, man. Shout out to all my sisters that ride. I love you. You know what I'm saying? Big, small, tall, whatever it is. It is. But I'm just saying, man. So wanted to bring these ladies on, man, and just tell you guys, listen, we love it. I love to see it. It pisses me off, you know, because I done got a job now. So, you know, I ain't riding as much as I, gonna be riding, but I'm still in y'all asses around this motherfucker. Don't think you can snatch the pebble yet, Doc and Jay. Yeah, you understand, man. Yeah, I'm just saying. So it is going down, man. But ladies, so let's get into this part of it right here. What more is there to do? What more? I'm gonna give it to you, Miss J. Shaw. What more is there to do?
Well, since I was going to Tampa, but now that it's not, I'm gonna be getting my East Coast. I'm gonna finish my 48. I mean, like I said, my Alaska was not. It was canceled, so I can finish my 48. Then maybe the Four Corners. I'm off. I got the summer. You know, it's some people I want to see. Most of the time, I am riding by myself. I am fortunate enough to here and there run into people that I know, and some of them ride with me, you know, if they have time, and some can't, and so I'm by myself. I do try to make connections. Like when I hit that East Coast, I'm gonna be getting in touch with those Fort Washington and Bear, Delaware, Rare Breed, and so they take me all the way up to Maine to the corner, because I'm going to try to get my Four Corners in the process. I just want to continue to see this country. I love it. I don't know what happened to Sale, but also we have some female rides, all female rides that I'll be going on as well. I have St. Louis, Texas, Memphis, all female ride in September that I'm going on.
Hold on. Let me say this. Ain't no woman in the middle of the night can grab her keys, okay, and tell her man, tell her husband, working, whatever, that I'm getting ready to go get in the car and I'm gonna go get some air. I'm just gonna ride somewhere. He ain't gonna let her go nowhere, man. Are you crazy? So what I'm trying to understand is,
do you see how Doc J looking at you? First off, you said too many words.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Let me finish, man. Let me finish. Yourself. Let me tell you something, man. Your own mama could not tell the big fella, hey, listen, I'm gonna be gone for a couple of weeks. Going wherever I'm going at, and I see you when I get back. Where did this shit change, man?
So let me tell you where you fucking up at. You know, now you got. Let me
I ain't fucking up. Where did this stuff change at, man?
First off, you said 3 fucked up words that you can say to a black woman. Let me say that first. We ain't to any woman, but I'm a justify the black woman. Let me. That nigga, you hold up. You first off, you just told a black woman who gonna let.
I blame everything so. Fuck that. I blame FHO for this whole shenanigans. I blame FHO for this shit.
Okay, well, you can blame FHO. You can blame FHO.
No, I blame FHO.
Let me finish.
No man that's gonna let this woman get on the daggone motorcycle and say, hey, I'll see you when I get back. I'm gone for 3 weeks or whatever. That's some crazy ass shit to me, man.
So listen, let me tell
you. Goddamn door.
Hold on, let me tell you that, because I'm trying to tell you, you fucked up. You said three fucked up words. Let me. You told the black woman, let me. And then you said permission. Let me permission. And then you said let me see later. I got it later. Let me permission. And then you said give it somebody allowing them to be gone for 3 weeks.
Yeah, I said that and I meant it.
All right, so
I said it and I meant it.
Which one of y'all want this nigga first, man? It's y'all got me. You niggas got me all right. Which one of y'all want this nigga first?
Let me go first.
I ain't trying to get jumped by these women.
Hold on.
I don't have a
You said
I ain't trying to get jumped by these women, man. Why you jumping?
Go ahead. Hold on. Go ahead, y'all.
Okay, let me respond to that since I'm happily married for over 2 decades or plus. First off, I couldn't really understand exactly what he was saying. So can you tell me what he said? I heard him say something about ain't nobody gonna let you. Or can you tell me exactly what he said?
He was saying what kind of men are y'all dating that would let you, number one, get on your motorcycle by yourself, let you be gone for 2 or 3 weeks at a time, and let you be out there all by yourself?
Okay, so let me respond to that. So the first thing is I'm not dating anyone. I'm a happily married woman who's been married for over 2 decades. And my husband doesn't let me do anything. He supports me. Actually, my husband is my biggest supporter. I only learned to ride so that I could have another hobby to enjoy in my marriage with my husband, because my husband was riding and has been riding for over, 30 years. He's been riding, and I was always afraid of motorcycles. So I joined him in learning how to ride so that he and I can ride together. He knows some of the experiences that I went through. So he's always told me from day one, babe, you better ride your ride. Fuck them bitches that talk shit. You better stun on their ass. So whenever I get on my bike to cross one state or anywhere, Big Psych is the one that's rooting for me. He's proud of his wife. He's proud of the things that I do. He talked more about my riding to, his homies and partners than I do. You know what I mean? So it's not about letting me do anything. It's about him supporting me, loving me enough to know that now that he turned me on to riding the bike, he created a monster. And, for him riding cross country and doing all of that without a purpose, he's not into that. He knows that that's something that I want to do. So he supports me in doing that. I have never been gone 2 or 3 weeks. I mean, for you to be gone that long, then your ass can't ride. I mean, I did Atlanta in 5 days and I was back home. So I don't know nothing about no 2 or 3 weeks. If I was out there that long, we probably would have a problem because that's a long ass time. But with my lifestyle and having kids, I can't be on the road for 2 or 3 weeks. So that's not even realistic right there. 5 to maybe 7, 9 days, that's fine. And I have a great husband that supports me financially and everything on my trips.
All right, so for you, what you got to say, Ms. Shaw?
Well, I'm single. But I still wouldn't be answering to anybody like that. But God, you know, God
That part.
is with me at all times. But if I was in a relationship, he would either have to be out there with me, or understand that this is my passion. I'm never out there. The only time I've been out there more than 7 days was when I lived here, went to California, did a coast to coast, and came home. Other than that, I'm home within a week. And that's just for me. It's not
exactly
that anybody's allowing me or letting me. I pay, my bike is paid for. I paid for that. I'm paying for the new tires. Nobody's doing anything for me. So I don't have anybody to answer to.
Well, there it is. Hold on, I got one more caller. Caller, state your name, where you calling from.
Yo, what up, Phil? This is New York. I'm in KC today.
What you got going on in New York? What's happening, baby?
First of all, hello, ladies. How you doing? Hello, most wanted. How you doing? Hopefully to see you out there soon, being we not too far from one another. I don't know who that was at this call, but man, throw him and that phone in the leg. Some things you do not do. You do not tell a woman what she gonna do, how she gonna do it, when she gonna do it. That's what you don't do. So they don't get out here and ride. Let them ride. Plus, I love to see ladies out here ride.
That's right.
I just turn on. I see them riding. I'm ready to ride, and I'm riding all the time.
Well, I think the biggest thing too is you got to understand this, man. And I'm gonna say this, Lord, y'all be trying to get me in trouble. Most of these men don't have no control of their household as it is. We already got that. And then to allow to have a woman that is dominant, that is that does get out there, it's some beautiful shit if you can handle it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But apparently, my man Cameo Clark said he can't handle it. You understand me? Ain't nowhere in the world his woman finna be out there all out and about riding a motorcycle and saying the whole 9 yards. And it is what it is for some. But my thing of it is this, New York. What you just said, to add to what you just said, it is beautiful as fuck to see women out there riding. And we're not just talking about riding. We're talking about out there creating history, being on journeys, taking on new adventures. They're doing stuff. And ladies, I want you to understand this. The journeys that you guys just took and continue to took, and the dreams that you have, you already have separated yourself from over 60 to 70% of the men that's out there on the bike set. Because you got because you got these men out here who will never do what you've already done and what you plan on doing it. They just not gonna ride like that, and it's fine. And don't give me the start no sales saying you feel. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that you have to love what you ladies are doing, and you have to. When I turn on Facebook, look at these heifers. What the hell? What the hell? Hey, Jock J got to take her ass. Then Juanita, then the other girl Stephanie. And then Portia, then Jen ass be all if y'all don't sit y'all asses down somewhere. So it is amazing, ladies. I'm telling you, it is amazing, and it is a lot for some of these people, especially for some of these men to see. It's a lot. I'm just telling you. So
that's because they ain't riding. That's why. Because they not riding.
Exactly, but I'm loving it. With somebody that rides a lot. When me and Juanita, we talk. But she showed me that map of everything she did. I said, you can't right past me. I said, man, I would dig that ride right along with you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm going to just say this, though, New York, and I'm going to let you go. If she had waited for you, she never would have made the ride. Hey, man, we gone, man. So that's my man, New York getting up there, man. So, ladies, funny. again, congrats. Hold on. Let me get this for the ladies. This for all the ladies. That's for all the ladies, man. So, and again, like Doc J said earlier, there's so many more ladies who deserve this accolades and deserve this recognition and who've been putting it down. I just happen to single out these two. These are my friends, so I know them and I was able to get a hold of them. So that's what that was. But again, ladies, that's what it was. Doc, any last words for any female that's out there, anybody who or any female? Let's take your angle from this. Doc, give me some last words for a female who wants to get out there, and who may be scared to get out there? What should they do?
The number one thing I would definitely say for any female, especially new riders who I'm very passionate with, being a mentor to, is that it has to be in your heart. For me, it's not about how good you can ride, how skilled you are, how bad you ride, how unskilled. It starts with the courage first and the mindset. You got to truly believe in your heart that you can go out and go any place that you want to go. I don't care if it's to Atlanta or if it's to the stop sign from your house. It starts with having the courage and having heart. Like if you don't have the heart or you have any fear, you're nervous, you're shaky, then I will tell you don't get on your bike. You got to have the courage. You got to have the belief. You got to have the faith. As long as you have that, you can get on that bike and go wherever. It's not about the skill as far as I'm concerned. The mindset, and then also just making sure, that you just stay prayed up, because anything can happen on that road. Don't take for granted that every time you get on that bike, you're going to make it home safe. So you want to make sure, number one, that you got maintenance done on your bike. That ain't no joke. You got to have that maintenance done. You got to make sure you have life insurance policies and everything set up. Make sure that stuff is set up before you get on that bike to go anywhere, and go to class. Stay in training, stay working on technique, stay working on skill, and don't do what everybody else is doing. That would be my number one takeaway. We post a lot of challenges. We post a lot of things that we're doing, and it seems like we're becoming the monkey see, monkey do generation. She did an iron butt, so tomorrow I got to do it to outdo her. She did 48 states in 10 days. I got to do it in 5 days. You're going to get yourself killed with that mindset. It has to be your journey. It has to be in your heart. You have to do it for you, not for the recognition, because people getting trophies, people getting awards, talking about they ground pounder of the year, and they flying in the States and riding a bike that you don't know. So, people getting false titles for stuff that they really ain't earned. So don't look at people and kill yourself trying to get the title that they got, because you don't know their story. You don't know what they went through, and you don't know if they really earned it. So you just got to do it for you. Be true to yourself. Don't look for recognition from anybody. T-Cat, Mama Bird, she got a saying that says, clap or root for your damn self. So I would just encourage all females, when you get on that bike, root for your damn self. Do it for you. Be proud of your accomplishment and keep doing you, period.
There it is there. Ms. Shaw, after you tackle on the first state, on to the next state and on to the next state, what advice would you give a female?
Could you repeat that? My thing like that.
What after you get one state under your belt, what would you encourage a female to go after states, or to keep going further? What kind of encouragement would you give them to keep going forward, further and further?
To do that, you have to have one, like Dr. J said, you have to have faith in yourself. You have to have faith in your ride, as far as that. But you have to want it. If just going to that one state is good for you, then that's good for you. You don't go get state signs and do that kind of thing if it's not in you to do it. If you want that, you get that first one and you like, oh, I want to see how it feels to get the next one. Then go to the next one, and then go to the next one. Add 2 more to the next one, but do it in your steps. Use your baby steps. Don't use somebody else's footsteps. Do it in the way that your gradual way of doing things. Because like my road is not the next person's road, and but also have some people that not only you have to encourage yourself, but you also, it's nothing wrong with having people that can encourage you as well, and be your support team. Have that that go to if you're out on the road, and you can call Sunshine Rogers and get an encouraging word. Have that support team, just to keep you going. Sometimes you can doubt yourself, but not so much that you just let it just kill your ambitions and your dreams.
There it is there. All right, ladies, it has been a fun time, Doc. I know you working, and I know you putting it down. Miss Juanita, you got something to do. But I love you,
Yeah.
ladies, and thank you guys for
Love
taking
you
the
too,
time
brother.
out, man, to come on here. You
Yes,
guys
sir.
really don't have any idea how much you inspire. You inspire ladies, that any lady or female, and even a husband that's dealing with a female, or a husband that's dealing with a wife that wants to ride and get out there. You know, because we have our fears too as husbands and stuff. And I know, it's kind of scary, but hey, man, this motorcycle thing is a beautiful thing, man. And once somebody get it on them, either get with them or get out the way. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. Either get with them or get out the way, because they not gonna set it to the side. They look here, bro. They're not gonna set it to the side for you. So again, ladies, thank you for coming on FHO Podcast Radio. Thank you for
Thanks
the
for
show.
having us.
Thank
Man,
you.
beautiful thing. Continue to ride. Continue to do your thing. Continue to shine. Continue, and to all the ladies that's out there riding, this is for you right now. Whether
I
you're
don't know what happened.
documented
Can
or
you hear
not
me?
documented, we all know you. We see you. We see you doing your thing. And to ladies, just keep doing your thing in spite of this COVID-19. Also, too, man. Y'all been watching the news. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all know the fucked up shit that went on in Minnesota. So
Yeah.
right now, let's just do a
Wait,
moment of silence. What you got? Huh?
what happened in Minnesota? I was just there. What happened? What I miss?
Oh, you come on, man. The boy that they done killed, they choked the brother out.
I heard
What?
about it this morning.
Yeah,
I heard
they
about
choked they choked the brother out in Minnesota for no.
Oh, I'm
He
gonna
was
have to
begging.
look
He
it
was
up.
he was begging for his life and everything, and that
Oh my
didn't even
God.
matter. Oh yeah, it's ugly right now. So anyway,
Oh,
we're gonna do a moment of silence.
mm.
Just take a moment of silence for him real quick. And again, it's just some sad times right now with these police and other things like that. And the mayor has fired all 4 officers that was there on the scene, but that's not enough. These officers need to be prosecuted because they actually literally killed this man, and then the other one
Wow.
stood by and watched him die. So, real quick moment of silence, man, from all of us, and then we're gonna close this thing out, man. So, moment of silence. Let's do 1 minute of silence. That's right there from my man, Mr. George Floyd. Rest in peace, brother. And we pray that justice will be done on your behalf. And again, y'all, just tighten up, man. We're living in some real fucked up times. So that's it, man. I love y'all. Let's take this thing out, man. Hey, it is Wednesday, man, midweek. Enjoy your week. The rest of the days you got coming on. Hump day is what they call it. So I hope you, if you're in a marriage, I hope you're humping. If you're in a relationship, I hope you're humping. If you're single, find somebody to hump on, man. It's your boy Big Cell, man. We on, man. Big Cell, you a fool for this one. That's right.
FHO, 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 sound on your radio. FHO, 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 sound on your radio. FHO, 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 sound on your radio. FHO, sound on your radio. Big sound on your radio. This podcast shows it's the misfits and the carry on, but I'm the carry on. I'm getting the party cracking. The homegirl 7 carats, no protection. Get you on the rock, if you on action, 800 plus, hit the known fashion. Keep a back up, man, cause the wheels cracking. Big self and keep it real, with a passion. All gas, no break, in and out of traffic. You see your brother on a hole, respect the passion. Spread they outlaws for outcasts. Big self top fire, really win traffic. Roger, mind your business, stay in your own lane. Respect others in the second game. Red, black love, the old fashioned way. You make the west of the south, it's a massive fact. FHO, 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 sound on your radio. FHO, 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 sound on your radio. FHO, 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 sound on your radio. FHO, 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 sound on your radio.
Again, appreciate y'all, man. I love you guys. Thank you for the calls. Thank you for the donations. Don't forget, man, support the channel, support the platform. I need you. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. And again, man, I love you guys. Don't forget the 5 things I'm gonna leave you with. Ride your own ride, stay in your own lane, mind your business. Have enough love in yourself to have some love for me. Ride for love and let it ride, man. We gone, man. Go on, man.
XL on your radio. XL on your radio. XL on your radio. XL on your radio.